Ladies and gentlemen, standing on all existing protocols, we're going straight to lay the wreath. We're doing it on behalf of the government and the people of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have our sector minister, Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed Awal, will do that for this beautiful nation and of course, a good people. For the traditional rulers, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have Ni Kwabna Boni the Fifth, also Alata Ninja. It's time for us to light the perpetual flame. And the witness will do that, led by the sector minister.
Great. The final part will be held by the Parliament in Royal Park.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please have your seats.
To welcome you all to this function. First and foremost, I would welcome the Honorable Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Dr. Mohammed Awal, his deputy, Honorable Okriku Mante, the CEO of GTA, Mr. Kwesi Ajiman, Nime, Name, all other protocols observed. This park was shut down in 2022 for renovation work thanks to His Excellency our President, Nana Akufo-Addo, because he thought that this place needs to be renovated to suit the image and legacies of our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And indeed, it happened. And as we can all see today, the park was commissioned just about 2 weeks ago. And I would say, being here since it was commissioned is something else. Visitation, especially from Ghanaians, is what inspires most of us. And one thing I need to mention here is that before the park was shut down, unfortunately, we had guests, when they come here, forget that this is a hallowed ground for our first president. And sometimes when they go to the tomb site, they end up doing other things over there. But I can say on authority that since the park was recommissioned, even though nobody has been told to pay respect to him when they come here, regardless of how busy and noisy the park is, each time you get in there, the place is always quiet. There's a crowd there, yet they give that respect to our first president. So it's an honor to welcome you here today. And even as we celebrate this year's Panafest, it didn't happen yet last year because it was shut down, but it's happening today. And being the 25th anniversary of its celebration, I think that we are more than honored to have it here. And I will end by saying that even as we celebrate the achievements of Kwame Nkrumah, Dr. Du Bois, and George Padmore and their lives, yes, they did a lot for us, but I also think that their flaws are there to guide us as people. So regardless of what they did for us in terms of achievements, we should also always be guided by what they fell short for us to also forge ahead. On this note, I'll end by saying that, giving one of Kwame Nkrumah's quotes, which says that we face new problems when we have the strength and the courage to solve them. On this note, I wish to welcome you all to this morning's activity. Thank you very much.
Ago. Good morning once again to everybody. Honorable Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, my boss, Dr. Mohammed Ibrahim Awal, his deputy, Honorable Okriku Mante, Nime, chiefs from Asen Manso, the Asen Napimenim Traditional Council, who are represented here. The chief of Osualata, who is also represented here. We have the Queen Mothers Foundation, led by Nanama Bonsu, representing all the various Queen Mothers across the length and breadth of our country. My board chair, Honorable Setejeba, Honorable Shaba, we call him. All protocols duly observed. I don't want to get myself in trouble. But having Emancipation Day in front of the Freedom Wall is something else. Let's give it up to our Honorable Minister for giving us this, and the President. But as we stand in front of the Freedom Wall, we all already feel free. But we're here today because we have to commemorate history. We need to honor the sacrifices of our ancestors, their persistence, their resistance, their resilience. We are here also as a gesture of unity. Today we have delegations from Jamaica, from Barbados, from the United States of America, from Gonja land, from Asen, from Dentra, from Ayusiano, from Brazil, from all over the world here. And so we are here as a gesture of unity. We are here also as a point of reflection and education. as we're coming and as you are here, I think it's time for us to re-educate ourselves about what emancipation means, about what the struggle meant, and about how our forebears and our ancestors went through hundreds of years of struggle so that you and I can be free. And today we are here gathered finally as a reminder and a renewal of our commitment to the struggle. Like we were told at Padmore, the chains are off, but the chains are in our minds. And so we need to free ourselves of the mental slavery that still holds us down. And so we're here hoping to lay wreaths in memory of our ancestors, but also to renew our commitment in the struggle for true emancipation and emancipation of our minds. And I end with a quote of Marcus Garvey, which was nicely borrowed by Peter Tosh, that we need to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our own mind. Thank you and have a good day. Thank you.
We are going to be led by the National Symphony Orchestra.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the darkness has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun, let us march on to victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when home unborn had I, yet with a sturdy heat come to the place. Oh, come to the place for which our Father sighed. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day began, let us march on to victory is won. Sing a song full of the things that Jesus has done. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's have our seats.
I would like to say that it's a wonderful moment for us to be here just after the renovation of this park. I would urge that as we remember those for whom we are here today, I want to recall a few people who made a lot of effort to get this place started. Dr. Mohammed Ben Abdullah, who's not well now, but who did a lot of work to get us started, and I think we should remember him at this time. He also set up the National Theatre and so on. So I think some of these people who have worked in the arts should be acknowledged. Thank you very much. I was trying to think of what to say today, and what occurred to me was that emancipation is not an event, it's a process. We are on our way. The path has been laid, but we have to be the road makers. We have to continue from where our ancestors left off. At this time, in the 21st century, it is a pity that we still are facing institutional racism. We are facing poverty, health situations that we shouldn't be facing. And it is now in our hands to change that script. I would like to urge all of us. Emancipation came here 25 years ago in solidarity. The Caribbean are leading the way in terms of reparations. We must reach out and hold hands with them as they try to do this. I want to, on this occasion, urge all governments of Africa to reach out to governments in the Caribbean who are fighting for reparations. The only way that we can move forward is to do it together. And it's good to see all of you. And I hope that when we come back next year, we will have moved one tiny step, two tiny steps towards our goal. So thank you.
Let me first begin by using this occasion to bring greetings on behalf of the government and people of Barbados. It is indeed an honor to be here to participate in this year's Emancipation Panafest celebrations. It highlights one of the key areas of commonality between Barbados and Ghana, because in Barbados, we too are celebrating the season of emancipation. In fact, the season of emancipation is celebrated annually in Barbados from April 14th to August 27th. Within this month of August, there are usually two powerful discussions that seek to bring the discourse of Africa and the Caribbean's fight for freedom, rights, and justice to our younger generations. From these conversations, we seek to educate our people about their past and reignite within them the desire for true freedom and to be on guard against new strategies of bondage, whether economic or political, while understanding the invaluable contribution that they can make to the future development of Barbados, the Caribbean, and the world. As it relates to Panafest, it is worth noting that since 1997, Barbados has participated in the festival, and while in recent times our participation has been somewhat muted, it is our intention to robustly reactivate our involvement in the festival. The just concluded Culture and Tourism Memorandum of Understanding between Ghana and Barbados signals the resurgence of this cultural cooperation through mutual exchanges of our festivals. Critically, the Memorandum of Understanding has resulted in the establishment of a joint tourism and cultural technical committee. This committee has oversight for the execution of the MOU, which includes cultural exchanges and participation in our respective national festivals. But our bilateral relations are broader and more widespread than this, and we remain committed to exploring ways in which Ghana and Barbados can work together to strengthen and further develop our heritage economies. For example, through genealogical research, the exploration of archival data and information on the pre-transatlantic slave period in Ghana and transatlantic slavery in Barbados. We will also collaborate on initiatives to support cultural heritage tourism and to further develop our capacities in the area of tourism development and marketing. Through our deepening ties and cooperation, the future for Barbados and Ghana is a bright one. Working together and collaborating on key strategic areas for the growth of our heritage and tourism economies will generate employment, promote national development, and instill a sense of pride within our people. With heritage, culture, and tourism, the possibilities are endless. Let me end my remarks by slightly amending the quote behind me by Dr. Nkrumah. We are not Africans because we were born in Africa, but because Africa was born in us. I therefore look forward to this year's Panafest and our participation therein. I also anticipate the greater participation of Barbados' cultural practitioners in next year's festival. I thank you.
My name is Jasmine Young. I bring you greetings from the United States. Howard University in Washington, D.C. I'm honored. Ajman says don't cry. Okay. Our president, Dr. Frederick, the dean of the School of Business, Dr. Wilbon, our center's visionary, Julian Petty and the BFF Fund, also your very own Dr. Anthony Wuta, who is our esteemed provost of our university. Again, my name is Jasmine Young, the director of the Warner Music Blavatnik Center for Music Business on the amazing campus of Howard University in Washington, D.C. Our center was created and designed to show excellence and commonality in like-minded people at Howard University, the world, and beyond. My job as the director is to educate, excite, and empower students in our community to win in the music and entertainment industries globally. We create social justice warriors, young people that will continue to kick down the doors of society still in 2023. One of the main goals of the program today, right, is to create and maintain global community, conversation, partnership, and effect. Needless to say, it is my distinct honor to be here amongst you today, celebrating in partnership with this year's Panafest festivities. As I was researching, one of the main points of the mission of Panafest is to provide a forum of unity between Africans and the continents in the diaspora. This event has done just that for me. I am truly privileged to stand here in this opportunity to broaden our relationship and our horizons. And thank you to Dr. and Mrs. Efua Sutherland for her vision and distinct knowledge of this amazing and historic movement. Panafest! Although I've had an amazing and ongoing relationship with Mr. Ajaman and Annabelle McKenzie, the Director of Travel and Tourism, the year of return, coming here to Ghana for the very first time has changed my perspective 1,000 times over. This place is anointed. This place is magical. I have witnessed the beauty of this land, the beauty of these people. Beautiful. I can now say we, because when I got off the plane, I was welcomed home. I belong here, a home of rich people, of culture, so classy and so creative. I have now witnessed the beauty of our national landmarks and historical places that literally trace the roots of our history and the journey of our people. Because you know, in the States, they don't tell us any of this. I am literally blown away. I have witnessed the beauty of Black Star Square as I've learned what it represents to the people. And I can say our people today. A few things stand out for me, and I just want to take a moment to share them with you. The first thing is, I am home. I want to say that again, just so it's sinking in for me too. I am home. The welcome I received from you guys, amazing, and I'm grateful for that. The second thing I would like to share with you guys is, we as a people must unlearn and relearn the truth. We must work actively and swiftly to increase the pipeline of our people. Our generations must know the truth of our lineage. I'm truly humbled to commit to ensure that this message must spread widely and quickly. To Mr. Ajaman, I'm recommitting our partnership with you on this very day, at this very moment. I accept the work at hand. Thank you. Before I end, you guys, the kids, have taught me the Ghanaian theme, or the anthem. So repeat it after me. I just want to make sure that I'm saying it right. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Yes, amazing, thank you. Repeat it one more time for me. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Okay, so I want to share a quick chant with you guys. It's our Howard University chant. It signifies our global unity. So when you hear the words, you know that there's power amongst us from the globe to globe. So when I say HU, you're gonna say, you know. All right, you ready? HU? You know. Amazing. Let's say that one more time. HU? You know. Awesome, thank you so much. So we are now joined forever. I personally pledge my eternal loyalty, commitment, friendship, familyship, and partnership. Reconnecting with the motherland has been a lifelong dream of mine. I want to thank President Nana Akufo-Addo for the landmark year of return, his initiative in inviting us home to Ghana. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations on an amazing afternoon, and congratulations on your Panafest. May God continue to bless your endeavors. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this very morning, in recognition of his work in brand marketing and event production, he has been named one of Atlanta's best CEOs by Atlanta Business Chronicle, and has received Anakin's Independent Achievers Award, the Coors Light Prestigious Award, 4 Finest Awards in the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you our special guest speaker for this morning, Honorable Jason Carter.
So I didn't realize I was going to read that much of my bio, but I do own a company in Atlanta for over 20 years. And our company does brand marketing and builds large-scale cultural experiences for Black people in America. These experiences are revered as a safe place for Black people to celebrate our culture, to gather, to celebrate music, commerce, and the arts. Because Black culture is the #1 export of America, understand that and know that. Black culture is the #1 export of America. We charge corporations to engage with our audiences at these events. Now I'm gonna say this. Those safe spaces that we create for Black people in America, that's what Ghana feels like. and I was not expecting that. It's a safe place to be appreciated. It's a safe place to celebrate your culture, and a safe place to celebrate your blackness. However, the difference is, no matter how many safe spaces I create in America for my people, we still have to deal with the realities of America. See, here, we're celebrated. In America, we feel like tolerated guests. Ghana is a special place. And although that I've only been here for a little over a week, I can feel it. Today I stand before you to address a matter of immense significance, one that resonates deeply within the shared history and future potential of African Americans. It's the importance to reconnect with Africa, specifically doing business with Ghana. As we look back onto the journey of African Americans, it becomes evident that our roots extend far beyond the shores of America. We carry a rich heritage, cultural legacy, deeply intertwined with the lands of our ancestors here in Africa. The history of African Americans is a testament of resilience, courage, determination. From the dark eras of slavery and the civil rights movement, our community fought tirelessly for justice, equality, and freedom. Our ancestors endured unimaginable hardships and sacrifices. But they also left us a legacy of strength, a legacy of unity. It is this legacy that has called us to reconnect with the continent and give birth to our identity, that gave birth to our identity and heritage. Ghana is a nation of its own of rich history, holds a special place near and dear in the hearts of many African Americans. As the first African country to gain its independence from colonial rule, Ghana set a powerful example for the rest of the continent. The Pan-African vision of Ghana's first president, where we are right now, Kwame Nkrumah, inspired generations of African Americans to embrace their roots and advocate for collective progress across the African diaspora. Ghana possesses the potential to rise above the shadows and become the beacon of progress for Africa. Today, the world has transformed, and the global economy presents us with an opportunity to strengthen the ties with Ghana and the rest of Africa. Embracing our roots and engaging in business with Ghana can lead to a multitude of benefits for everyone. Firstly, obviously, economic engagement with Ghana opens doors for entrepreneurship and investment. Ghana's rapidly growing economy, stable political environment, favorable business climate offers a promising platform for African American businesses to thrive. By establishing partnerships and investing in Ghana, we can create jobs, drive innovation, foster economic growth, both here and in Africa. Secondly, reconnecting with Africa allows us to tap into the vast market of over 1 billion people. By collaborating with Ghanaian entrepreneurs and businesses, we can access new markets, expand our horizons beyond borders of the United States. This not only enhances the potential for financial success, but also helps facilitate an exchange of ideas, knowledge, and cultural understanding that really was not there before. Doing business with Ghana provides an opportunity for African Americans to contribute to the sustainability development of the African continent. Through responsible investment, business practices, we can support initiatives, address social, environmental changes, lifting communities out of poverty, and ensuring a brighter future for all. But to achieve this, we must embark on a collective journey. A journey that demands unity, that demands innovation, a relentless pursuit of excellence. We must overcome the challenges that have held Ghana and African Americans back and seize the countless opportunities before us. Beyond the economic advantages, the reconnection between African Americans and Africa carries immense social and cultural value. It fosters a sense of belonging and pride and empowers future generations with a profound understanding of their identity and history. Like, this is my first time on the continent, but I wasn't going to come here without my family. I brought my wife, I brought my 2 young children, the 10 and 8. And one of the things that we have to do is stop making Africa so taboo. What they teach us in America is not the Ghana we feel and see today. This is something different. And we keep listening to other people telling our stories. We can never control our narrative. The hunter will always be glorified until the lion becomes a historian. However, we also must remember that this journey of reconnection is not without challenges. Overcoming misconceptions, breaking down barriers, navigating through cultural differences. We spoke about that earlier, Kwesi. Yes, there are cultural differences. You know, it seems like in Ghana, time is more of an idea. It's not really a definite, but I get it. And I love the freedom. I love the freedom of thinking like that. It is essential that we approach this endeavor with an open mind and be ready to learn from one another and grow together as equal partners. So what happens here is we plant the seeds, but we must plant the seeds knowing that we will never eat its fruits of the trees that grows from these seeds, nor will feel the shade that comes from them. And it's not about that. We have an opportunity to create something generational, something beyond the moment. So, as we embark on this journey of transformation, there will be obstacles, moments of doubt and uncertainty. But let us remember that greatness is not born from comfort. It is forged through adversity and persistence. Together, we will rise above the challenges, knowing that the vision we share will be worth the struggle. In conclusion, as we move forward into the future, filled with opportunities and challenges, let us embrace the power of reconnecting with Africa and doing business with Ghana. Let us honor the struggles and triumphs of our ancestors by building a more prosperous and united future, not only for African Americans, not only for Africa as a whole, but very specifically Ghana. Together, hand in hand, let's seize the moment to create a legacy of progress, prosperity, and lasting friendship. Thank you all. I'm honored to be here. God bless Ghana.
Ladies and gentlemen, performance by the National Dance Company.
And sisters, Jason Carter, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we had a very long morning. What I want to say briefly is that we have to go beyond the political emancipation of Africa. We need to focus on the economic development of Africa. To achieve that, the US has a GDP of $24 trillion. And the African community, the black community, has come to love to this development. I want you to look back to the homeland. Build partnerships, build relationship with your motherland, so that we can grow from there. Let us ignore the Western media about Africa. To the Western media, Africa is hopeless. Disease, corruption. Africa is beyond that. Mr. Caton, Captain Jason, let's rebrand Africa. Tell the world Africa has a lot to offer. Rich and diverse culture. One people, good people, natural resources. We need this partnership between Africa and the diaspora. African America, to turn Africa around. We are very talented young people. 65% of Africans are below the age of 25 years. Well educated, willing, and hungry for success. I extend a hand of friendship to them. Let's build the human resource of Africa so that tomorrow we'll never complete too much of slavery. I want to thank you all for supporting us, and together, let's build and renew Africa. The Decieved Africa project cannot succeed without diaspora. And I want to thank you, everybody, Ambassador Bennett, your efforts, much appreciated. Our chiefs, let's hold hands together with the motherland from diaspora, and together, next year, within the next 10 years, Africa, youth, and Africa development narrative will be different. Thank you and good morning.
Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed Awal, our own sector minister for Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. And then for the traditional rulers, we'll have Ni Kobna Boni V to be assisted by Nana Ejei Aye II, Asen Pienim Traditional Council. And then the Daisporian community, ladies and gentlemen, former ambassador to Brazil, Maria Elisa de Luna. And then the youth of Africa will be done by Miss Tourism. So please, we are ready for the wreath laying ceremony. Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed Awal is showing it for the government and the people of Ghana. The traditional rulers need government and the faith. Traditional Council. And then the Daisporians community, former ambassador to Brazil. Honorable Maria Elisa de Luna, and of course, Miss Tourism, the glory of the youth of Africa.
Let's go, let's open it now.
Traditional rulers need popular body the fifth. Alatamante and Nana Ejei Aye the second, Asen Lenin Traditional Council. Diaspora community, former ambassador, Excellency Maria Elisa.